Thank you. Approval of the consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second. Motion on the floor. Any questions or comments? Roll call vote.
Corcoran.
Yes.
Semo.
Yes.
Mildred.
Yes. Moving on, approval of the agenda. You want to approve the agenda?
Support.
Motion support. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried. Okay, review and place on file revenue and expenditure.
Okay, thank you. So tonight I am reporting the financials for the month ending March 31st, 2019. The end of March, we're approximately 75% through our fiscal year budget. Normal, I put together a memo to go over some of the highlights. So the revenues and expenditures of most of our major funds are in line with that benchmark. I noticed some of the larger variations. First, in the general fund, total expenditures are about 60%. Due to the budget item appropriations to other funds, which is only at 52%. So we have budgeted a large amount from our general fund to the streets for 3 projects, which will be hopefully soon. Number 2, the major street fund revenues are 58% and expenditures at 52%. Again, kind of same reasoning, a lot of money budgeted in some big street projects that are going to be happening in the next few months. So those that should take up this. Number 3 is 2015 street fund debt service fund expenditures at 98%. It's a repeat item. The majority of the budget is annual principal payment on the bond, which is paid in March. The cemetery fund revenues and expenditures at 46%. The majority of our activity is in spring and fall. So this spring we will see that activity back. Any questions on the revenue and expenditure report? If not, we're moving on to the cash and investment summary report. It is a 2-page document report that was included in the agenda packet, showing the activity for the month of March. Some of the notable items in the general fund, transferred an additional $500,000 to the mission class investment account. So we're earning a good interest rate beyond our normal depository. So it makes sense to put some funds there when they're not needed. Number 2, the 1999 water bond redemption fund. We have set a balance decrease to the annual principal and semi-annual interest payment. And so that bond is now paid off. So that's one bond that we dropped off. And number 3, the trust and agency account. This decrease to our final disbursement of the 2018 property taxes that were collected for this year. Questions on the cash and investment summary report? Motion to review the place on file.
Support.
Motion is support. Any further questions? All in favor? Aye. Next, approval of monthly check register.
Thank you. And the check register report for the month of March was included in the agenda packet. Any questions on this item?
Approve the monthly check register report.
Support.
Question. Roll call vote.
Semo.
Yes.
Corcoran.
Yes.
Mildred.
Yes. Moving on, next is citizen petitions to address the commission on items on the agenda. Limit, and I would ask that all questions and comments be made in a respectful manner. H, citizen petitions to address the commission on items not on the agenda, maintain 3-minute limit, and I would ask that be created in a respectful manner. Yes.
Ivan Helen, 311 East Aurora Street, Niagara. I just wanted to say one comment, basically, that's to really congratulate the city and especially the Works Department for the job that they did this winter in snow plowing and snow removal in the downtown area. They did a magnificent job. It's a so many obstacles to go around downtown every time they do it, they do it with professionalism. So sometimes they don't hear comments that they need to hear, so I just want to, make that, okay?
Thank you very much, Laura. I thought that for the whole city as a whole. In fact, that winter been a lot, it's so nice to me, right? It seems like, it was a lot of winter, but it's a great topic. Thank you. Anyone else? That is in addition to that commission, not on the. Moving on, old business. Discuss and consider awarding the lowest bid for the construction of 1,000 feet of 8-inch water main and the rest of it along County Road, 20 foot road for high speed delivery in the amount of $170,000.
Thank you. We did go out for bids for this project, and we had 4 bidders, very competitive bidding climate. So Roots of Construction was the low bidder. You can see the other bids were higher than that. And they are looking to start the project yet this spring as soon as load limits come off. So they're ready to move forward on the project. And again, we want to get the water main in. We have an undersized main there now. And we have another project coming up later this summer to overlay the whole street out there.
We award the bid as described in item I.
Yeah, no concerns about based on the group control of the confidence.
Yeah, they talked to Roots Law and they were confident with the numbers. So.
Motion and support. Hearing no other comments, I'll roll call.
Corcoran.
Yes.
Semo.
Yes.
Mildred.
Yes. Item J, discuss and consider awarding the lowest bid for the 2008 extension project.
Thank you. Again, this would be the whole city, doing the entire city pavement striking. We do that every other year. And we did have 2 competitive bids, with Farner being the low bidder. We are recommending award to Farner.
I'll make a motion that we approve the bid as presented by the
Second. Motion is supported. Comments, questions? Roll call vote.
Corcoran.
Yes.
Semo.
Yes.
Mildred.
Yes. Item 3. Discuss and consider entering into a memorandum of understanding with the Bolivarian Health Foundation and the current neighborhood sales.
Thank you. The city has partnered with the Health Foundation on this project. And again, the partnering is through their contribution to the project, the Health Foundation's contribution, plus they have applied for a grant that flows through them and ultimately would reimburse our contractor. So what this memorandum of understanding basically says is that the Health Foundation will reimburse the city for our costs when we contract out. And again, they'll pay through their funds and through their grant to reimburse us.
I'll make a motion, we approve the MOU.
Support.
Motion is supported.
Could you please add that you authorize the city manager to sign things?
City manager.
Mhm.
City manager. Comments, questions? This is the thank you for the Health Foundation for supporting the community. Roll call.
Semo.
Yes.
Corcoran.
Yes.
Mildred.
Yes. Item L, discuss and consider awarding lowest bid for the current neighborhood sales project and the role of Lowell in the amount of $50,000.
Thank you. This is relative to the item that you just approved to the Health Foundation. So we did go out for bids for this project. If you recall, we did bid it last year. The bids were really high, just time of year. Contractors were quite busy, so we did go out and rebid it this winter and had very competitive pricing with Angelo Lupino coming in with a very strong competitive bid for this project. The funding source for this is, there's three funding sources. One is MISHDA, it's a $50,000 grant that will flow through the Health Foundation, and that's a neighborhood enhancement grant. And then the Health Foundation themselves will be contributing $8,000 for the project. And our commitment would be the balance, which is $2,266, which would be out of our fund balance. And again, this project, just as a reminder, is a trail system that goes through the Little League field that can help connect the neighborhoods to that, and also will help the Little League folks, and also work its way all the way out to Frenchtown Road. If you do make a motion to approve, if you can make it contingent upon the grant agreement being signed. So that's in the works, it's in the pipeline, it should be here in a couple of days. But this will be a contingent approval upon that grant agreement being presented to the Health Foundation.
And we, indicated that this was kind of giving you a little bit of a hard time with that.
Yeah, it's worked out very well. They've been great to work with. They worked through this, and yeah, we've got a lot of different partners working on this together, which is great. Again, they've been great to work with, and they've stepped up to help with the timing of the grant agreement to get us sooner than they normally would have. So they're looking at the next few days to get a grant agreement out on this project.
So, are you being called to place that are a little bit well, or is
And we'll have to sit down with the contractor, that's Angelo Latino, and I think this is one of the first projects they want to get to. So again, everything is based on load limits and the weather and all that, but I think it's fairly soon, and we'll give you a better date after we talk to the contractor.
If I motion that we award bid and present the item out, we will contingent upon a grant agreement being presented.
Any further comments? Really came along, wonderful job. Roll call.
Corcoran. Simo.
Yes.
Mildred.
Yes. Item F, consider approval of the rules involved in change order number 7, adjusting contract quantity to reflect actual installed quantity for the particular
And we do have Mike Foley here. Again, that's fairly self-explanatory. This is basically adjusting all the quantities with quantity bid items and making sure everything finalized that way, Mike? Right. Everything makes sense. Yeah, we've been through it with them. Everything checks out on that. And that's preparing for the next item on the agenda to get all that squared away. So that we had to make sure there was enough money left over to do the remaining 2 plots.
I'll make a motion to approve the order as recommended.
Support.
Motion and support. Further comments or questions? Roll call vote.
Simo.
Yes.
Corcoran.
Yes.
Mildred.
Yes. Item N. Consider approval of rural development change order number 8, include 1 block of Francis Street, 1 block Orange Street, the city land with the for utility project.
So again, pretty well described in the item description there. Again, this would be the final part of our phase 4 project, to do those 2 blocks at the water, sewer, streets, curb, gutter, sidewalk. And we do have we sent out a notice for a neighborhood, meeting for that neighborhood on May 1st at 5:30 p.m. So the neighbors are invited to come in. We'll walk through the project construction with them. It is quite disruptive on getting access to your home, that type of thing during the project. So we'll go over that. And it's also open to the public. The public one.
I'll make a motion to approve the change order number 8 to the item.
Motion and support. Further comments, questions?
And this is just kind of a bonus because we were under budget on phase 4 last year.
Correct. Yeah, we had it there as kind of a fallback. Assuming everything went well with phase 4, which it has financially, so we're able to do exactly that remaining 2 blocks here.
Thank you. Further questions? Roll call.
Corcoran.
Yes.
Simo.
Yes.
Mildred.
Yes. Thank you. Moving right along, moving to minutes. Discuss and consider adopting resolution 019-06, according to 148 Wyoming, Minnesota, Veteran National Guard Day, Minnesota.
Thank you. This is kind of an interesting resolution. This is from the Duluth Chamber of Commerce. And they're proactively going to try to recruit, if you will, additional. They do a lot of training for the Air Force in Duluth, and they're trying to get the newest level of fighters to come to Duluth for training. So with that, you can see on the map here, this is their fly zone, their training fly zone, which Copiac County is part of that. So they're coming out to all the different communities and counties in that fly area, asking for letters of support. It's for Duluth, but it helps the whole area. And they're being proactive to try to, again, land some additional new fighter jet training in their area. So they've asked if the City Commission would consider a resolution of support. They're doing it already. This has been going on for years and years. A lot of it's over Lake Superior. But they've asked if we could consider adopting the resolution.
I will make a motion that we adopt the resolution.
Support. Motion support. Further comments or questions? I would ask that in the past, at least two players of residents who have been and so we have shared with people that support and work there and so
Simo?
Yes.
Corcoran?
Yes.
Mildred?
yes. Discuss and consider approving an extension of lease agreement with UPS for a 5-year term,
Thank you. The UPS has been leasing from the city at our DPW operation over off of Cumming Street for a number of years, and their lease is coming due. So we have been talking with them and have negotiated a 5-year lease extension. There's some small adjustments to their per month lease payment, but they're receptive to this, and if the commission approves it, we'd extend their 5-year lease at that location.
I'll make a motion we approve the lease extension of the
And we authorize city managers to sign.
Authorize the airport center
No, city manager on this one, if you could please. He's on the agreement. Yes.
Yeah. So,
okay, authorize city manager.
support. Further comments? Roll call vote.
Corcoran?
Yes.
Simo?
Yes.
Mildred?
Yes. Thank you. 2. Discuss and consider sub-recipient agreement with the city of Ironwood and Northern Great Lakes Initiative for Michigan Community Development Block Grant UV program and authorized city manager to sign it.
Right, thank you. This is a subrecipient agreement that we have with Northern Initiative for our revolving loan fund. We have had this document in the past, and basically the changes in this document are sort of some changes in legislative language associated with this agreement. So those have been incorporated into this document. So it's basically describing what the role is for Northern Initiative as our subrecipient for the revolving loan program. Basically describes what they do for us in terms of that program and how they work with their clients, which are basically clients of the revolving loan fund. So if you guys have any specific questions, I'm happy to answer.
I'll make a motion to approve the agreement and then start the filing season.
Second. Motion is support. Any further? Roll call vote.
Simo?
Yes.
Corcoran?
Yes.
Mildred?
Yes. Manager.
thank you. Just a few items to touch on. Want to give you an update on the Civic Center roof. With the snow, there was some damage to the Civic Center roof. Our insurance adjuster has been out there. They've hired a structural engineer to come out and look at the roof. They're finalizing that report. I believe they're going to come out yet this week one more time, Dennis. Wednesday or Thursday, do a final look and check a few more things out. And they'll provide a final report on what needs to be done as far as fixing, repairing, replacing the roof. Once that's done, then we'll work with the insurance company to go out and get a contractor involved to actually do the replacement. That'll be the next step after this. So again, we're probably a week or maybe 2 out for that final report, and then after that, then we'll see what that says and see how extensive it is. Insurance is, at least from our impression here and our discussions, they will be covering the cost of the repairs.
That building is closed down until that repair.
It is closed right now to any outside activities, yes. Mhm. Yeah. Just an update on the Wapaka Foundry building. If you've been through the industrial park, but everything along well. They're working on the existing building, getting that finished on the inside, getting everything ready. At the same time, they're working on an extension of the building to the east. So you'll see the structure coming up and it's coming along well. We're still, I think, on track for a, call it a late spring, early summer opening then. That's what they're planning on. So looking go get out there, take a ride by. It's impressive to see the activity out there and to see that in the industrial park. Staff has also been working on getting bids out for demolition of blighted structures. So we are currently out for bids for the demolition of up to 10 blighted residential structures through the Hardest Hit Blight grant that we have received. And we also have the commercial building on Air Street that is out for bids also that we have received grant approval for up to a certain dollar amount. So those are out for bid. We're getting contractor pricing. We are looking to open bids on May 7th, and then we'll bring those to the City Commission for review. If you've, with all the rain, you see the rivers are rising. Everything right now is looking okay. We are against some high water levels. Our public safety, public works are prepared to respond if needed, if there's anything that rises up where we need to respond to that. With that said, too, if you've been out there, you'll see that the North Park Dam has been there for many, many, many years. And about the west side of the Wisconsin half of the dam has rolled into the river. So half of that dam has been, with the ice and ice flows, has been pushed aside. So just to be aware of it, we are in contact with the Michigan DEQ just to make them aware of that. It is an old dam. It's been there for a long, long time. But right now it's not causing any impediments or anything like that. That has changed the landscape out there by Norrie Park. We also have our spring cleanup day coming. It'll be on Saturday, May 4th, from 8 to 11 a.m. on Air Street at the usual spot next to the dance company. So we encourage everybody to come out, bring their stuff they want to get rid of, and we'll have some volunteers from the city here and also the ROTC to help unload cars. It's a good way for people to do their spring cleaning and get rid of some of that stuff that's difficult to unload. We also have our next Downtown First Friday coming up. It seems like we just had it. And every month that's on track and it's been going very well. So Friday, May 3rd will be another Downtown First Friday. So invite the public to come down and visit the businesses and the activities downtown. And then the following week is the Red Bull race, the Red Bull 400 race at Copper Peak. So again, you still have 2 to train. There's still a few spots to sign up. So again, I think they've doubled their number of registered. So last year they filled up all their spaces for racers, and now they've doubled it. I understand they're getting real close to maybe going up again.
I've heard a post there, but it sounds like
getting the well, so maybe a few spots yet if you want to sign up and do that race. But again, a great event in the area and brings a lot of people to Beaver County. So that's the end of my report.
Thank you. Other than that. Thank you. Make that motion. Support. Support all in favor? Aye.